Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Freedom Week Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, titled The Backstabbers. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will be your humble game master this evening. Tonight we are playing Green Ronin Publishing's Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG. M&M is a D20 system which uses its simple mechanics to generate cinematic superhero action. Gameplay is quick and narrative with enough crunch to allow a ton of flexibilities for gamers looking to tell stories ripped right out of their favorite comics and movies. It's also a wide open character creation system to bring your ideal superhero to life. M&M also has the best player currency in all of gaming, the Hero Point. These points can be used to reroll dice, edit a scene, and to modify or improve a character's powers for a quick burst of awesomeness. Hero points are earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically, good role-playing, jokes I think are funny, jokes I think aren't funny, and suffering setbacks just like superheroes and other media. However, here at USP, we have another way for our plucky heroes to earn these points, and that's from you, the audience. Anyone who follows, subscribes, or renews a subscription or donates bits to the stream is given a hero point that you may give to the hero or game master of your choice. Or if you don't want to make a choice, you can put it on the table. We always love a good table hero point.
Can I give a point to Cyrus specifically?
Yes, you may give a point to Cyrus specifically.
Oh shit, actually?
If you want to.
We're all fine, right? We're not gonna die.
Yeah, I'm
Plot
Cyrus's
armor for
player.
the NPC.
Yeah. We're not having a second RAR situation.
Oh my god. Fair.
So yeah, we have gathered some conniving heroes today. Say, who put this knife in here, heroes?
Alex.
Alex.
Oh, that's so sad.
I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, and have them answer my question of the day, which is, what classic RPG monster do you think would be cooler as an undead version? Think like a Dracolich or Zombie Beholder, something like that. I'm going to start with Calvin.
Oh, okay. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin, and tonight I will be playing Bowman, the agile archer with the awesome array of arrows. So I don't really have like a specific classic RPG monster, but I was looking at like just a list of popular RPG monsters, and I saw like mermaids on there, and I was thinking it'd be really cool to have some sort of underwater aquatic encounter. Like it combines the two fears of like drowning and then being drowned by something, because I think it would be a really cool visual if something just comes up out of the depths and it's this zombie mermaid. It's just a really cool image that I don't know how to communicate very well, but I think it looks pretty cool. And with that, I will pass it to who's next to me on the Zoom, which is Andy.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy. I'm here on Wednesday nights for our superhero shenanigans. You can also find me over on the website where I write blog posts on occasion. Tonight I'm playing Resonant, our resident gem mage, and also Tyrion Vale, reluctant cleric. And to answer Alex's question of the day, I mean, a lot of creatures, you just give them undead and they're just kind of undead. I was just trying to think of something that would be interesting as an undead, and I thought maybe a Rakshasa, because they're intelligent, and then there'd be the intelligent undead, which would be scary as all heck, because those things are in and of themselves terrifying to try to face.
You thinking like a Rakshasa Lich? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would probably be, that would be dangerous. So yeah, that's my choice. We'll pass it up to Kevin.
What? That's crazy. Hi everybody, I'm Kevin. I would be playing Barovia Drive, the speedster with a governor on, so he's not very fast. That makes dudes happy. And of course, Matthias, the original grumpy old man of Heroes of the Mist. Question of the day. See, I don't know. Like, I feel like Alex has traveled back in time to the glory days of second edition Ravenloft, which happened before he was born. But like, those people would just be insane and like, oh, let's have vampire illithids because, sure, they're not deadly enough. I don't know. Like, undead is scary enough. Where would you layer that on? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with vampire illithids because we'll dig that one back up. And I will kick it over to Jonesy.
Hi, everybody. Tonight I'll be playing Mortis, our living dead guy. In the current Barovia incarnation, he is doing his best to cosplay as a D&D warlock, as opposed to yes, as opposed to his normal master mage self. And I will also be playing Tristan, our rather rambunctious bard, who hails from the city of Greyhawk. As far as the undead question go, mine isn't so much a specific creature type, more of a class. I think a lich that's based off of a druid or a bard would be a really interesting take on the. Normally, liches are based off of wizards, but an undead druid or undead bard would be kind of interesting. So, the undead bard idea actually struck me, and I may have used that as inspiration for a villain that appears in Envoys to the Mount. So, for Blue Rose. So,
That's what's up.
so with that, I'll kick it over to Kat.
Hey guys, I'm Kat. I am playing Centuria, which she's just normal Centuria with wings and a little bit more rage than normal. Yeah, so for the question of the day, I am going to say gelatinous cube, and I'm not going to give any explanation on that. I'm just going to move on and pass it to Deuce.
Oh man,
I love everything about that answer.
but I want the explanation, but I'm going to roll with it. So, howdy everybody, I'm the Deuce. I am the Golden Girls to Kevin's Mama's Family of classic old lady sitcoms. I'm playing Xavier Hawkins, the Gator Man with the serial numbers filed off. He just likes to do druid things. I made her cat on that one. Yeah, he's just a nice old mama's boy who's trying to do good things. And sure, so for something undead, I was thinking I like the mundane turned undead, in that to use an example, we've got a brief encounter of stumbling across a stable boy who's feeding the horses, and when you pull open the gates of the horses, like the bottom half is decomposed and the hay just coming out. Like I like the dichotomy of, oh, it's cute little horses, oh my god. So it just seems kind of usurping the expected. That's where I'm on board for undead. And yeah, so with that, over to Alex.
Awesome. I love everybody's answers. They're all so good. I'll play everybody who's not them. And as for my answer to the question of the day, I think I just want to see a ghost flump. Just like a banshee flump. Just a flump that floats around and yells at people.
I just wonder if there's are there bones in the flump and the illithid tentacles?
I don't know.
That's why I'm curious.
I do know if you put tadpoles in Astarian's brain, he becomes a vampire illithid, right?
Don't bring my boy into this.
All right. So I think without further ado, we are good to go ahead and dive on in. Previously on Freedom Made Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, our heroes accepted a dinner invitation to dine with Strahd. They had a pretty tense conversation along the way, riding in Strahd's black carriage, before they made it to Castle Ravenloft, where they met a whole plethora of interesting characters, including Strahd, of course, his three brides, Nick, Tracy, and Sophie, and their new best friend, Cyrus Bellevue, who is was the person who was the organizer for the 10-course dinner they had, and is just adorable, and is probably going to be okay.
Wow, nobody believes that. Come on. Wow.
I hated that.
They had a tense conversation with Strahd and the brides, just sort of getting so Strahd was getting a sense of who they are, what they were doing in his land, and was rude to them, thus breaking his compact with Resonant and the heroes, saying that they would come to no harm that evening. As penance, Strahd awarded each of them a mirror that would allow them to gaze out at the thing they missed the most in their former world, a gift that most of the heroes spurned, except for a couple who might be contributing some more problems for everybody else. Our heroes made their way back to the Wizards of Wine Winery, where they debated their next course of action. Dmitry Martikov introduced them to the icon of Ravenkind, a powerful holy symbol that is supposed to basically summon sunlight and make it terrible to be a vampire around it. And they agreed to set out for the next leg of their journey to the ruined castle of Argynvost Holt, looking for the ally that was prophesied to join them by Madame Ava. That's her name. What's her name? Yeah, meant by Madame Ava in the tarot reading. Gatorman, feeling a little antsy about the evening, decided to take off with his new best friend, the Crow.
Didn't turn into an ant at any point in time.
That's
You
true.
didn't watch me that whole time. I'm not going to assume.
He never stopped being an ant. Oh, what is her name? Muriel. He headed off with Muriel to, in Raven form, to basically get a feel of the place before the rest of the heroes join him in the morning. So we will pick up with Gatorman, Xavier, and Muriel darting through the dark skies of Barovia as two little ravens in the wind. Deuce, do you want to tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it was to head towards the standing stones to get a better feel for him, because we got a brief interaction, and since they seem to hold some more power, just to head and spend some time there. So at the moment, he's trying to get used to flight, because that's new. The last time he flew, he had a magical tail thanks to Resonant, so this is the different kind. It's a little more tiring. But stay close to the tree line, fly fast, fly straight, and hopefully not get seen.
Yeah, when Muriel sees that you might be having some trouble with the mechanics of it, she'll sort of take tender care to stay close and demonstrate, and every now and then, sort of the physical motions you're supposed to be doing.
I will do a poor imitation, but give it a heck of a shot.
And you will both make your way down to the Standing Stones in the ruins of Berez, where you originally met Muriel. The stones themselves, again, very big megalithic stones arrayed in a circle with animal carvings on them. Is there anything in particular you're looking to do while you're here?
So terrible with magic, but we're gonna get heavy shots. So land there, go back to normal Xavier form. Is he still picking up that same feeling of general safety, or does that seem to have faded at all since last time? Or
That safe feeling still feels present. And energizing. You almost feel like you don't need to sleep this evening. You feel like you've been imbued with some supernatural sense of endurance.
So working with the random theory he's got, try and take a seat in the middle, clear his head, and if there's others here, in a way, see if he can mentally focus on it. As best he can envision is kind of like feeling electricity through your skin. You've got that tingling feeling or the hair standing up. So see if he can kind of use it as a lodestone to locate the other ones, or even get a sense of what that energy is to follow out to others, or a way to use it.
Awesome. Thank you for following LOX Rudy. Hope you're enjoying spending some time with us tonight. Please let me know who you'd like to give your hero point to. Are you trying to commune with the other stones, or are you looking for other animals that might be in the circle?
The other stones, like trying to focus on the energy that's either collecting or being emanated from here.
Can you make a will resistance check for me, please?
Sure. Surprisingly, a 24.
Wow. Xavier, you sort of think back on what Resonant's been trying to explain about the shape changing, about the use of magic, and you tap into that sort of ever-present connecting spirit of natural magic that surrounds you. and you feel sort of this energy pulse from you into the ground and out to the megaliths, which glow for a moment with a green light similar in color to your eyes.
All right.
And for a moment, you feel a connection to another set of these stones somewhere else in Barovia. You get just sort of a flash of the ruins of an old burned-down windmill. And I believe there's one more of these circles up on Mount Baratok, but let me double check so I'm not a liar. Yes, you do get one more flash as your sort of perception, almost like you're able to perceive in these three locations at once. The feeling of the circle of stones on the mountain, in the center of which you can see a kneeling eldritch.
Does he have an eye patch?
He does not have an eye patch.
Does he have on the more close fitting for this particular realm?
Yeah, more distinctively wizard robes, big goatee.
Like the image of Mordekainen that we saw previously. Okay.
And you hear him sort of muttering to himself in a language that you don't recognize as a coherent language.
He's kneeling in those stones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I can see through them currently. Try and look around that area a bit more to see if he is alone or if the other one might be there.
Give me a perception check.
Just try and get a sense of the surroundings more than just the stones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mighty?
You're having a little bit of trouble seeing beyond the sort of the crushing maelstrom of magic that you're tapped into, but with a 19 with your super nose, you get a distinct smell of other humanoids on the mountain where Mordekainen is, the Mad Mage is. You're having a little bit of trouble pinning it down, but you do think that you do smell the other Eldritch. If not close by right now, has been here recently. As well as other, just general mix of medieval peasant smells. And big wet dog smells.
Address. So one other thing I'll do before breaking free. Can I get a sense if the Eldritch is kneeling down is drawing power out from these stones or putting it into? If there's a flow to or from?
Give me an expertise... Give me an expertise magic check if you have that.
Nope. Happy with good win of it.
Yeah, otherwise just a flat intellect check.
16.
It's a little hard to discern, but you do think he is accessing the power of the stones rather than you think he's not communing with it the same way you are. You think he might be using them as some sort of object, either for scrying or communicating, or even just as a battery. It's just kind of hard to get a general sense of it.
Draw my senses back, and I've got a while before we get close to sunup. Just spend the rest of the time trying to train myself to kind of tap into or shut off the energy flow. Yep. Essentially, if the next time I encounter them, to make it easier to utilize them or connect before probably an hour before sunrise. Break connection, look to my bird friend, and
yeah, she's been keeping a very close eye on you while you've been sort of doing these magical experiments.
Thanks. I did a thing.
Did.
It's new, so
Not in many years have I seen anyone commune with the stones this way. And Xavier,
got a
you
good
feel
teacher.
sort of a you almost, as you sort of come out of the connection, you do feel like this sense of the power of these stones pervades the land. It's just buried underneath the oppressive energy of the darkness that has overwhelmed it. But you think this is almost like the last gasp of air of whatever being used to rule over this land.
well, thanks to your help and a lot to Resna, got a better feel for it. We should probably head back before sunup.
Oh yes, yes, your friends will be expecting you.
Yeah. So, see if I can do better flying back. See how well you taught me.
Awesome. Give me an athletics check, and I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus for the lesson.
Time for that natural one. 12.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let me roll one for Muriel, see how she does. You actually beat her back.
Yeah.
You're not
She
sure.
let me
if
win,
she
but I'm
let-
not going to tell her that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not sure if she let you win, but you do see that there is a little bit of effort put in to try to catch up to you at the last minute.
Go back in the winery, either acquire breakfast or begin cooking breakfast, depending on what is there when I arrive.
Awesome. Is anybody up early enough to have already been downstairs?
Matthias is probably already up and downstairs.
Yeah, Xavier, when you come in, you see Matthias is. What are you up to, Matthias?
Brooding in a corner.
What?
There's
Love you, baby.
there's no one around to see him brood. There's no point in him brooding.
But he still does. He broods on the inside.
Imagine he looks so happy, and then as soon as somebody comes down the stairs, his face just like changes into a brood.
Hey, you're asleep. Roleplay it.
So I walk up to the door. As I put my hand on the latch, I hear, "I'm walking on sunshine." As soon as I open the door, he just goes,
Oh no.
Oh no, it's like that scene from Dead Man on Campus. You were singing show tunes. You can't be depressed all the time you're singing show tunes. Yeah, I'm a real big laugher. All right. Okay. So what time of day is it again? It's before dawn.
Yeah, it's about an hour before dawn.
Okay. Probably, sharpening the blades by the fireplace. Just sort of that, old soldier in the pre-dawn hush before the rush to battle kind of thing. So unable to sleep, he's using the time wisely.
Any thoughts, Xavier, as you come into the room?
"Did I hear singing?" No. Give him good morning, Matthias. Up early.
Yes, and you're just returning?
Went to take a better look at the standing stones.
At night, by yourself.
I didn't want to drag everyone there with me. We've got a lot of things we got to get done. So
I realize you're new here, but it's dangerous outside at night. Especially if you're by yourself. That's but you made it back in one piece.
well, I had
And
her
kind of
with
like
me.
be looking, see if there's any, fang marks on his gator neck or anything like that.
He's full human guy at the moment, just a hickey.
Okay,
No.
full human.
Ah.
It makes spotting the bite marks even easier.
Right?
I was in a
with-
swamp that's mosquito bites.
Right.
Those two mosquitoes are awfully close.
There were a couple.
I was with her actually. It was rather quiet, but still kind of felt. I think the stones are a bit of protection from what used to be here. I'm new to this magic thing. Sorry.
Well, then perhaps you were the safe one, and we were fools here in the castle.
No. I quite believe that your experience here is a big help, and I appreciate you and the worry.
Well, if you need some rest, you should turn in. I assume we'll be moving on soon.
Who comes in next? Feel free to start filtering in as you guys are coming down into the kitchen. Dining area, bar.
Sorry, I lagged out fairly hard for a moment there. But yeah, I'll get breakfast started.
Okay.
Centuria Barbarian style feels like a sleep-in gal, so she'll probably be one of the last ones to filter in.
And that's different from normal Centuria.
Maybe slightly.
She's more mad about it.
Just more mad about it, yeah.
Gotta sleep off the anger.
Just uneasy sleep, just twitch.
Yeah, Bowman might be up a bit early because he does have to do his arrow crafting. He might join Matthias if there's space to do so. I'm not sure how big that brooding corner is.
There are 4 corners in this bar, so there's plenty of brooding space.
In the demiplane of dread, there's always room for brooding.
But he also does, like, he can respect a fellow archer, especially now that he's in a situation where he has to use a far lower tech bow than he's been used to for the past few years, so... yeah, he might try to strike up a conversation a couple of times, just, you know, maybe he might be interested in, well, I guess he might ask more specifically, like, did you craft your bow yourself? Because that's how he says good morning.
No, I have focused my efforts on using weapons rather than crafting them.
Oh man, you bought that thing stock? Ugh.
All respect lost.
Again, aren't you asleep? Roleplay then.
Sorry, I'm asleep.
It's like
Cyrus, when you get
that
here.
first Gamers movie. Characters keep popping up and talking when they're not there.
Don't be mean to me, Kevin.
That's why his mama's family.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something, but I think he might just try to occasionally just try to talk shop with regards to archery, arrow crafting in general. I don't know if he's going to make much progress, so he might eventually just leave it alone and decide, you know, sitting close is conversation enough.
Well, and Matthias is more of a swordsman than an archer, with the exception, of course, in the wars against the giants back on the Flanness. So he would probably have some stories to tell about, you know, the desperate barrage of arrows trying to bring down the oncoming horde of giants before they got close enough to reach out and touch someone with a club. Assuming that everyone is from a world where there are giants who come down out of the mountains and attack in droves.
Yeah, that's not something we usually deal with. Although working alongside other archers does sound nice. Especially an army of them. I'm usually doing it solo.
There is something to the sight of a cloud of arrows blocking out the sun as it goes streaking towards your enemies.
Maybe I'll see that one day.
I just noticed Rudy is giving his hero point to Calvin. So heading that over there.
And then, yeah, I think that's just going to be his morning until there is food.
Yeah. Arrow chat until breakfast.
Both of my characters are going to be very late sleepers for very different reasons. So, Mortis is more comfortable, especially here in Ravenloft, at being like a night owl and, you know, late night, you know, haunting of the building as a waiting for the bad poetry to kick in and the Wuthering Heights soundtrack. But and well, my bard is probably up drinking way too late last night. So
Amazing.
Dave will wander in as the food is being set on the table, expecting to be last and realizing half the group is not here yet. It's just so this is how that feels. And then he'll just grab a plate and start chowing down.
Resident is
Sounds-
probably upstairs knocking on Centuria's door, seeing if she's up yet.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure Xavier has breakfast ready, Kate. So whenever you're ready,
What is
you
it?
just- I don't know.
Can you go down there and tell me what it is?
Sure.
Thanks.
So Resident will go about halfway down the stairs, lean over the railing. What's breakfast this morning, Xavier?
So I found some potatoes. I've got them fried up. I made some gravy because it's all right, and some eggs. So, I mean, it's hearty. It should fill us up. There's a wheel of cheese that we could probably shred up. I don't know how good it is, but yeah.
Okay.
Can we make you a
Just
plate?
Probably a big one for Centuria. Small one for me.
Oh, she's got a bowl. It's just easier, but no problem.
Head back to Kate's room, knock on the door again. Eggs and potatoes, maybe cheese, a little bit of gravy.
That sounds good. Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Okay. And she'll head back downstairs. Probably past Tyrion on his way down. He's got his head in a book. He's facing a book this morning. And he'll sit at one end of the table, put the book away, and just kind of look over everybody.
Morning. Reach over, take one of Bowman's arrows, and poke a potato.
This is a potato arrow.
Potato arrow.
Boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew.
Oh,
If I don't have the boxing glove
Wonderful
arrows
quote.
here.
Stick it in a stew. One really nervous bad guy sitting in the group.
My name's not Stu, it's Stuart, I promise.
Close enough.
God.
No.
Centuria will trudge downstairs, grab her bowl without saying a word to anybody, and then sit next to Resident. And you notice that her braid is just sort of effed up. Like she was sleeping really, really hard, and she's like, "Do you know how to braid?"
Yeah. Do you want me to take care of that?
Yeah, I came like this, like pre-packaged when we got into this world, and I don't know how to braid.
Okay. Yeah, give me a. How hungry are you? Because that's going to. It's kind of delicate. I don't need you flailing your shoulders about while I'm working.
Flailing my shoulders. Let me just eat a little bit, and then we can take a break.
Okay.
Bowman gets the comb arrow out. The brush arrow.
When Matthias finishes his breakfast, he'll go round up anyone who's not come down for food yet, because we do need to get on the road, so he will go knock on doors.
I think it's just Jonesy's characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Cyrus.
And Cyrus. Well, Cyrus will come down fairly early. Shuffle down with his little leg, his little hunch.
Have a seat. Breakfast is ready. Just add a plate over.
Oh, I get to eat food? Cyrus never gets to eat the food.
You not eat?
I don't know. It's never come up before. And he'll just sort of like put his fist into the potatoes and just put them on his face.
Casually put the arrow back and pick up a fork. There you go, buddy.
Oh, yes, the master told me all about these. This one's for salads, though. There's no salad here.
No, well, all right. Saber's going to pull up a little chair beside him. He's going to teach him how to use a fork. You stab the potato, dab it in the gravy, like that. You go home. And we're going to teach Cyrus how to eat. There you go. Chew it up. That's a good boy. Chew all of it. And swallow.
And he'll make a very dramatic show of swallowing every time. He leans his whole head back and just like tries to get it all the way down.
Make sure you chew it all the way up first, but now you got it.
I like this activity. I understand why people do it so much now.
There's a lot of reasons, but I'm glad you do. You want some cheese on your potatoes, buddy?
Is that stuff that comes out of a cow that you leave in the cave in the dark for a long time?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's weird.
All right, fair enough. Well, you eat your breakfast. If you need anything, just let me know. Stand up, pat him on the shoulders.
Okay. And he'll shuffle off he'll take his plate to go sit next to Overdrive. Can I come and do the food with you?
Sure.
And he'll put one hand up on the
Trying to think
stool.
of the only-
He'll put the plate up on the bars, top as high as he can, and slide it, and he'll drag himself up on the stool next to you. And he'll sort of look over at you, see how you're sort of comporting yourself, and he'll do his best to mimic what you're doing.
Oh boy, I'm probably slouching. It's not good.
No, he has a hunch, so.
It's my natural pose. How do you like putting the potatoes in your face?
I wasn't really thinking of it like that, but it's pretty good. That guy's a good cook, yeah. Yeah, potatoes in my face. Okay. This place is so weird.
Morris will quietly come downstairs, trying very hard to be nonchalant and very, not draw any attention to himself.
Hi, Mr. Scary Ghost Man.
He doesn't look at me say that.
Would you like to come and put potatoes in your face or other holes?
Okay, we definitely don't do that at breakfast. That's not a breakfast thing at all.
What meal is it, Kevin?
That's
Well,
obviously
Centuria, you tell us.
that's obviously a brunch activity. After one too many mimosa.
Okay.
Potatoes and holes with half a grapefruit to finish. Okay.
So
Cyrus will sort of pat the stool next to him on the other side of Overdrive. And look at Mortis.
He will reluctantly make his way across the room. Just kind of pick at some food.
Everything okay there, Spooky?
Yeah, it's just kind of early.
Fair enough.
do want to get there before it's too late. I don't know how long we'll actually be there. So let's say when everyone's ready, we should head out.
So, what exactly are we expecting at this Argynvostholt? It seems we've run into that dragon already.
Yeah, it's dragon there. Big castle. Lots of creepy things live in there, though.
What sort of creepy things are we talking about, Cyrus?
Well, there's a legend that rock from the moon fell down here, and a bunch of adventurers came in to find it, and they all died, and they stay there forever trying to find that moonstone.
Moonstone, you say?
No.
My
Oh,
precious, you
someone's
say. Okay.
There was just something in the back of my head that just activated there.
I don't know what that means.
What could that be?
That's your danger sense.
So I guess in this world that means we're expecting more undead.
I mean, everything's sort of undead in here. Except for the table. The table's dead.
That's a heavy thought for this early, buddy. Don't think on that too much.
Well, you're not. You're undead. You're alive.
Right. So I guess if it lives there, it's not afraid of a big skeletal dragon, so that's a thing.
Guess I never really thought about it. But yeah, those ghosts, they don't like it when people come in their castle.
Don't care.
Anything else? Traps or the like?
He sort of twists up his face. I don't think I know about any traps there. It's mostly all fall down, so like even if there were traps, most of them are gone because the ceiling fell down.
Okay.
There is a big throne room, though. The throne room's important.
Important in what way?
Everybody goes in the throne room, dies, and doesn't come back out of it.
You know why they die in the throne room?
I don't know. Nobody ever comes back out to tell me.
That's a
Fair
good
point.
point.
Did your master ever go in there? Or former master, or Strahd, or that guy? Sorry.
Oh, he goes wherever he wants.
Did anything special before he went in?
I don't think so. Other than, like, kill all the knights who live there and their pet dragon.
Oh.
If you kill all the knights who live there, you'll probably be safe to explore.
Wait. They're still there?
Well, I mean, they're ghost knights. Do they count as still living there if they haunt the place?
I would say they inhabit the place, but they don't live there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring at Resident.
Nick inhabits Mortis and Nick's house. He does
No,
not
Nick-
live there.
Nick is a Nick to Resident is a completely different type of ghost.
Nick is half alive.
Yes,
That's
Nick
only
is mostly
dead.
alive. No, Nick is mostly alive.
No, Derek is mostly alive.
To Resident, Nick is mostly alive because of Nick. Derek. Blah blah blah.
Keep digging, Andy. Keep digging.
Shovel.
Cyrus will
I
be going
cast
for you.
shovel.
As Mortis and Resonance stare awkwardly at each other. Just, okay, so I guess we're about ready to go. Anything else we need to do?
That time to be hitting that old dusty trail.
Mm-hmm.
Get out that haunted trail now.
Well, we're as prepared and as full as we're going to be.
Am I coming with you guys?
I would say no. be safer for you to stay here.
That's probably true. But I don't know I know you guys. I don't know the people who live here. Like I know their names, but I don't know them like I know you guys. You set me free.
Well, you can stay here and get to know them like you know us. I mean, just have conversations with them. See what you can help them with.
We've seen a lot of bad things happen to a lot of good people, and we do not want to add you to that list.
Sounds like you live in a bad world.
Most
Yeah.
worlds are.
We just passed through a few.
Sounds like your GM is mean.
Little buddy, if you look deep at the heart of any of them, they're all beautiful. So now's your chance to find the beauty in this one. So say hi, make friends, and we'll be back.
We're gonna come back, and this shit's gonna be slaughtered. Everyone's gonna be dead.
No.
Because
It'll
Alex
be
is mean.
fine. How bad could it be?
No, because he'll make sure we see Cyrus die on camera.
Wow.
Cyrus has a hero point, I'll remind you.
That's true. Cyrus has to come. He's got a hero point he needs to spend.
Called out. Called
I don't
out.
think that's what that means, Alex.
I don't think that's what that means.
Nope.
Wow.
Fine. Sorry, trying to drag an image over on here so I can share with y'all
Oh.
as you take off
Share with y'all.
on
Okay.
the way.
Resident will apologize to Mortis on the way out. She was thinking more of the ghosts that do not have their faculties that inhabit places, whereas Nick can go where he pleases. So,
You know because you have a motion sensor, which means that you're cheating. But Mortis is giving you just grief just to give you grief. He's not
Yeah.
really.
yeah, but she still feels bad, so
You're
He's-
cheating, he
I'm
says.
cheating.
How
I don't
very
need your
dare.
guilt to fill my guilt.
You've got to overthink everybody's feelings about you, just like everybody else, Resonant.
No, I hate that shit. Why would my own brain make me feel bad? You control the happy juice. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
I'm gonna give everybody a hero point for no reason.
No
Oh,
reason.
Lord.
Oh,
For a lighter
Okay.
tone.
Does that include Cyrus?
I'll give Cyrus an extra hero point.
Yeah.
I love how lighter tone was supposed to be one campaign, and no campaign since has had a lighter tone.
true. The lighter tone
I
campaign had a
disagree.
darker tone.
Yep.
There's been a lighter tone game at some point, right? Right.
What?
Aaron's run it.
Not, yeah, I was gonna say, run by Aaron.
I was in Heroes of Tomorrow.
Because you were in it didn't mean you were running it.
True.
That's fair.
And there's still some dark shit going on in Heroes of Tomorrow.
That's generally because Alex is in it.
Yeah.
Look, the Thanksgiving special wasn't. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah. What? You better. Yeah. Stop yourself
Like
right
Christmas
now.
special. No, that was bad too. Everything's fine. You guys are having a good time. The Idiot Box was fun. Not that that's a campaign by itself. Anyway,
The Idiot Box came before the
You
lighter
said
tone
lighter tone.
campaign.
we had an Idiot Box in this campaign too. In this season,
That was still
too.
dark.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys set off, leaving Cyrus or taking Cyrus?
Cyrus.
Leaving him.
Again, yes, leaving him was the choice.
Where do we want to doom him? Do we want to doom him with us or without us? Because he's doomed no matter what. So
Yeah.
Who else is actually in the winery?
The
The
Ravens.
Mardikovs.
Mardikovs, yeah.
the winos.
And
The wine.
Irina would still be there too.
Yeah.
Although she
Muriel.
said that she was going to head off today to go and try to make contact with the abbot in Bresk, if memory serves correctly.
Yeah, she was gonna go do something.
Or she was going to go find Van Richten at his tower.
Yes. No, that sounds more. That sounds more plausible.
Anyway, y'all take off, and I assume you're flying there by way of the Resident Mobile?
Yes.
Resonant.
I'm going to do bird form just to get some more practice in.
Awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna use my wings too, just to get practice in.
Love this for everyone.
You know what Xavier thinks about that, Centuria? Call. Call.
Caw-caw.
Centuria's like, I don't know what you're saying.
I don't speak bird.
I don't speak bird.
Resident knows, and I'm just saying call.
Yes. Just gives you. It's like we're flying out. There, just kind of gives you a look, shakes her head, a little smirk. It's like, oh no.
So,
It's like, he starts going Coco. Then we know we're in trouble.
so high above the river valley juts a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. There's a dark octagonal tower that rises above the surrounding architecture, and as you approach out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seemingly like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside. There is a large statue of a dragon perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite. It's moss-covered and its wings are tucked close to its body. The statue looks east toward the mansion. And sort of nestled up against the battlements of the castle, you can just make out looks like the rotted wooden remnants of a long ship, like a dragon boat, a galley of some description. Looks like it was beached here and abandoned. It has a figurehead on the front of it that is you can just make out an alabaster woman with long blonde hair.
We're nowhere near a body of water that this thing would have actually traveled by.
No, there's a river in Barovia, there's a big lake, but definitely not an ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest body of water to you would be... That would have been smart if I'd made the map a handout and not just a page we go to. The closest body of water to you would be... There's a pond nearby called the Kayest Pond.
Pond, you say?
Which actually, if you follow the river down, leads out to Luna Lake.
But that's still not large enough for this boat.
No.
It wouldn't be a practical vessel for these waterways.
Generally, Viking longships are a marvel of engineering, can travel through narrow and shallow watersheds, so that's how they raided some of the intercoastal towns. But
Yeah, it could go,
different world.
but it's not something you'd expect. Being
And we're
the,
far enough away. And we're far enough
That's
away from
exactly
the
what's
river
gonna
that it makes no sense that it's beached here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, someone very deliberately picked up this boat and put it here.
Is there damage to the boat at all?
Just damage from time. Looks like time and exposure. The wood's rotted in a lot of places. Give me an investigation or perception check as you're taking a closer look at it.
19.
Yeah,
You're like an expertise construction.
yeah, that would work.
Want it?
It's incredibly well built to have survived the ages as long as it has. Between the two of you, you reckon it's been here for probably 200 to 300 years. Time's a little weird in Barovia, so it's a little hard to get an accurate reading. But you do find on the back of the vessel there is just some slight gold letters that are tarnished from age that read Marion on the back.
Marion?
I'm concerned.
Jonesy is very concerned.
Cat is concerned. Speaking of a moonstone, and now there's a Marion. I am not.
Don't be worried.
Xavier just thinks that's a lovely name for a ship, so we're going to go with that.
It's a fun
All
coincidence.
right.
It's two fun coincidences.
Dude.
Yeah, you're standing out in front of the castle. There's no sight or sound around.
All the animals keep a very distant. All the animals keep their distance from this place.
Yeah, there's not a lot of overhead bird activity. You don't hear a lot of insects around. Just the wolves you heard on the wind when you arrived, but that's not an unnatural occurrence in Barovia.
Okay. Look at the group. Well, looks like there's two ways in: the door and the gestures to the
Giant
collapsed.
wall.
Yeah, the giant collapsed wall.
That would just be rude.
How much rubble is there by the collapsed wall? Like, is that?
It looks like about a third of the castle is collapsed over there. So there's most of the roof over there is collapsed. There is plenty of space that you could directly enter the building on that side, no problem.
But the door maybe looks a little safer.
I don't know if any of it looks safe.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. None of it is
Barovia.
safe. No.
If you do go over there to take a look, is this Matthias or Overdrive?
Matthias.
You do see on this rubble-strewn end of the building, there is the blackened beams of a wooden stable burned to its stone foundation. Looming above the wreckage is the partially collapsed south end of the mansion. All three of its floors are exposed to the elements. There's a lot of rubble strewn about, but you can climb up the rubble and onto the ground floor. Or if you have a way to fly, you could get to the second floor or the third floor. That whole side of the mansion is pretty much open to the elements.
Okay, I will motion everybody over and I'll start climbing up.
I want to check the dragon statue real quick before we go in. Look for any kind of inscriptions or dedication plaque or anything, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Green Day? Oh, sorry.
The statue, as you're examining it, Mortis, it does radiate with some aura of magic about it. And it does, give me an investigation check as you're taking a look at it, or a technology check, or an expertise construction check.
Yeah, sure.
Or magic to get a better sense of the magic that it is.
Because Lord knows I don't have technology -1. So you said investigation?
Yeah, investigation would be fine.
It's not a necromancy, and I don't think it's necromantic, so.
You happy with the 7?
No. I'm gonna send a hero point reroll.
Okay.
Because that sucked. That wasn't any better. No, not much better. But with hero point, it's a 19.
With a 19, you can tell that this statue is articulated. It can move and be like it looks like the arms can be moved, the wings can be moved. It looks like there are some joints on the neck too, so the neck can be articulated to change its pose.
Mm-hmm. That will haunt us later.
Yeah, there's no plaque on it or anything. But you do think it looks like a living rendition of the Drago, the skeletal dragon that attacked you. And it's cold to the touch.
I'm going to assume it's going to come to life and attack us because I fought Toyman. And
Safe
so,
bet.
that's my logic for assuming that this thing is going to come to life to attack us. I'm going to share that news with the others. That it does seem to be an articulated construct and not just a statue. So, what does that mean? I don't know. Two things can come to my mind. Mind is it can come to life and attack us because Toyman. Or there might be a chance that we put in a certain configuration, a doorway, archway, passageway, something would open up. But
Yeah, that's. Tyrion kind of looks at it. Maybe. This is
But I saw-
this is intricate. Go ahead. Sorry.
I saw no kind of plaque or anything to indicate, anything about it. So I was thinking maybe it was, there would be a pack dedicated to the order, blah blah blah, whatever, found it, whenever, blah blah blah. But nothing, no kind of.
Where
Alex,
does it sit in relation to the door?
Opposite the door.
Yeah, I think Matthias will feel even more confident that going in through the busted up part of the building is the way to go.
Alex, can I have Tyrion make an expertise crafting check on the
Sure.
dragon? 25.
You are reasonably sure that this statue is part of some kind of trap / pass key. Like the configuration has to be in the correct way, or opening the door will result in consequences of some kind.
Okay.
It does appear very expertly crafted, though.
Yeah.
Not
he'll,
as old as the megaliths from the standing stone circles, but it is at least as old as the stones of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay. So he'll look back at Mortis and go, pretty decent eye. This thing is definitely a guardian for this place. It'll trigger if we don't do something right. And the fact that it's looking at the door, without a pass key or something along those lines, this thing will likely go off and attack us. So, rude as it might be, we're going to want to we're going to want to use the side entrance.
Makes sense. I can still check out the door if you want.
Yeah, just don't open it. Maybe check the landing around the door for pressure plate or something along those lines too. Could all be tied together. Can't tell without digging down below the surface of this pedestal to see what machinations might be underneath it.
So, Alex, I'm going to go to the front door. I'm going to cast Ghostly Form. And then out loud, I'll say, "Speak, friend, and enter," and I will walk through the door.
You'll walk through or you'll float through as a ghost?
Float through as, walk through, literally walk through the door.
When you do that, there's no trouble for you.
see what's on the other side to see if there's anything that would indicate a trap, a lever, a deactivation switch, whatever. I doubt that there will be, but
On this side of the door, as you enter in, you find yourself in a room that feels sort of like a king's tomb. There's a massive grand staircase that leads up to stone balconies, held aloft by pillars and arches. There's a tall faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor above the landing of the staircase. There are 6 sets of double doors leading out of this foyer. Displayed on marble pedestals are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. Looking at the ground in here, give me an investigation check.
because we've established how good I am at this, or lack thereof. 11.
11.
Oh well.
Yeah, you don't see a pressure plate or anything like that on this side. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I will rejoin the group and give everyone the description of what I saw on the other side of the door.
Maybe we can make our way over there if we go through the side.
Probably. I think that's probably the best bet.
All right, Matthias, good instincts. Let's go.
So I'm going to move us to a proper map so you guys can sort of put
Oh, boy.
yourselves where you are.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No reason. Just we're gonna have tokens all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's not important. You guys will be fine. Don't worry about it.
nothing
Yeah, we just
serious.
need to know where we are.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got a good sense narratively how this is laid out. No need for the map. You're fine.
So, pulling the map up, the dragon statue is here on the left. The front door is this one, and then this is the ruined area that Overdrive was crawling towards.
So it seems like we're going in through.
The ruin section over there, yeah.
Is that the way everyone wants to go?
Yes.
I feel safe. Who's
Why,
going?
yes.
Made-
Yes, Alex, we're gonna keep the party together. Why did you ask?
I don't know.
You had your chance. You let it go by. We're together again.
Drat. Foiled again.
All together now. All together.
Who's leading the way through the rubble pile?
I can.
Are you going to be sneaky about it? Or are you just going to make your way up over the pile?
Are we being sneaky about it, guys?
Can you be sneaky?
Barbarian Centurion might
That's
be
a
able to be sneaky.
fantastic question. No.
Oh, your guys'
Yes
tokens
and
are
no.
too big.
I'm willing to try if that's how you guys want to do it, though.
Oh, that's the size they're supposed to be.
Yeah, sorry. You guys are a little too big.
Oh no, I
Map
thought it
is
was just the map.
gigantic.
The map is gigantic.
Way to fat shame the superheroes. Too big.
Oh my
And my roll 20 crashed again, so I'm reloading.
Oh yeah, I just noticed. I was like, I see Overdrive's tokens, but I don't see. I see their nameplates, but I don't see their tokens.
Well, if we want to move stealthily, I can take a quick peek and see if there's anything already waiting for us before we bring in everyone. We have too many numbers to move stealthily, I think.
Yeah, Yeah, but not enough, not too many to not scout this out appropriately first. So if you want to go ahead, Bowman.
I can join you, Bowman, since the debris won't be a issue for me.
Fair enough.
And if you need, or I can stay back.
You might actually be stealthier than me, Mortis, so let's go.
Because I'm still a ghost form.
He's a ghost.
Oh.
All right, so Bowman and Mortis, go ahead and give me stealth checks. Mortis, I'll give you a +5 bonus for being a ghost.
Whoa.
Bowman, what the hell?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Guys,
Nah.
I'm stealthing. I'm hiding up here. It's great.
Can you see me? Yes.
What did he
I
say?
don't even know where Mortis went. It's crazy.
I'm gonna retry that. That is too low for a Bowman stealth roll.
And I also by default get concealment, Alex, as part of my ghost form.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
much better. So 22 with concealment. Does that include the +5, Jonesy?
It does not.
Okay, so 27 and 30. You guys are the knight.
Sweet.
As you make your way up, the room beyond, you see. It looks like it's some kind of ballroom, perhaps, before the ceiling caved in. There's rubble strewn throughout much of this vast chamber. On the pink marble floor, you see fallen chandeliers amid broken chairs and other furnishings, and thick webs stretch from wall to wall. Looks like the entrance into the castle itself is covered in a significant amount of giant spider webs.
Do the webs look dusty?
Give me a perception check or a nature or survival check.
Not a hobbit check.
My tokens are giant sized, I guess, because I had to reload.
Oh, did I not make them small again?
No, you made them small. They're just the big ones are still there.
Where are the big ones? Oh,
Oh,
where's the other big one? Oh, there they are. Their nameplate wasn't there. Wasn't attached to them.
it's too small.
Sheesh.
Well, let me roll one other thing. See if this is just an embarrassing comedy of errors on both sides. The webs appear to be unoccupied. You don't see anything moving around there, Bowman.
Gosh, I feel like I should have re-rolled that one. Actually, I also was wondering, we are looking for an ally here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any signs of life at all? Like any sign of someone moving through all of this dust? Any sign that there was...
No, it seems supernaturally still throughout the whole mansion.
Alex, is there a soul?
Ooh.
Give me a perception check.
Hey, you know what you got into. Actually, yes, okay. Had a double check for a second. Like, I did take that with my current build, right? Ravenloft didn't take that away from me, and yeah.
You can't take that away from me.
And that's okay. I got an 8, so.
There is a
Uh-oh.
plethora of souls throughout the mansion. Hard to focus in on any one. You can tell this place is like mega haunted. That's the clinical term.
To say the least.
Soul food.
Mega haunted.
So yeah, Bohm was just gonna say, not seeing any other signs of life or anything in here.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of life in here. Well, sort of. Despite what Resident thinks.
Yeah, I learned my lesson about certain ghost conversations.
Is it wrong that all I can think is that this is exactly the sort of place that Nick would have wanted to have well, the pre-ruined version. This is exactly the sort of place he wanted to have the reception in it.
Well, when we get out of here, maybe you can find a place just like it.
Complete with ghosts.
That's optional.
But yeah, that's what you get a sense of here on this level. If you look up the second level of the ruined structure, you find there's a south end bedroom on the second level there. It's mostly collapsed, exposing the chamber to the elements. You can see a few furnishings broken under the fallen debris from the level above. Looks like it must have been a destroyed bedroom, and that is about 20 feet above the first floor. And then the upper level that you can see, again, there's another bed chamber up there that's ruined. So 2 bedrooms, and then the ballroom is the exposed side here.
Well, I'm not seeing anything here, so might be best to gather everyone before we move on through that door.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So, yeah, let's head back and gather the party.
Awesome. You guys are free to head back and gather everybody up.
Yeah, I mean, just report what we saw. It's like just a ballroom, upper floors have some bedrooms. There's webs all over the ballroom, but I don't see any sign of this ally we're looking for.
Webs? Like spider webs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Nope.
I mean, I can see if there's somebody home in the webs.
Go ahead.
Man, I've had better ideas before I got here. Okay. I'll make my way up there.
Hello, Charlotte. It's me, Gator Man.
That's some gator man.
Do you mind?
What do you turn into, Gator Man?
Giant spider sounds like the way to go.
Interesting trick. So Gatorman,
Right.
you turn to a giant spider. You make your way up there. Sure enough, you do see there is a very large spider web up here, sort of spanning most of the ballroom here, basically from one end of the hallway to the other. Not completely blocking everything off, like you could move through it, but there is definitely... Give me a survival check or an expertise druid check, or if you, whatever relevant skill you think you have.
Sure enough. Left strong. Yeah, I'm new to this too. It's okay.
Yeah, with an 11, it's hard to tell how recently occupied these webs were.
So we're gonna try. We're gonna try and ring the bell. So, reach out with one of the long legs and pluck on a thread that vibrated.
The vibration ripples out through the web, and there's a flurry of motion. Gatorman, as a group of spiders descend, seemingly coming to attack whatever got caught in the web. And when they see you, they sort of reel back on their pincers and sort of give you a dirty look with all their eyes. What are you doing?
My companions and I dealt with the dragon and come here seeking more. We don't intend to bite or hurt you, but we ask the same.
Are your friends tasty?
I'm
Do they have good
not-
insides to emulsify?
I don't know. I've never tried to eat them. I'm okay not finding that out.
Let's try.
No.
What did he say, Gertrude? Shut up, Harold.
They defeated the dragon that claims this place. I don't want you and your brood to get hurt, so it would be best if you didn't interfere.
What are your friends made of?
One's made of spite, malice, and anger. One's made of bows. One's made of magic gems. It's a weird thing. Just nothing good to eat.
Give me a persuasion check.
See, now I'm questioning which one is spite, anger, and hate. I'm like,
It's
That's
one
why I
of
didn't
us,
invite you.
Jonesy. It's one of us.
I know, 'cause I know which one bow is, and I know which one arrow, which one.
It's obviously overdrive. 15.
I can see that.
Yep.
No, we must eat them. They're delicious. And with the dragon gone, that means we are the kings of the castle. I'm a queen, you idiot. Bop. One of those spiders will bop the other one on the head.
We will bow up in weird spider fashion, and instead of being friendly, be more intimidating this time. Go. I will see to your end personally if you think you will lay a hand on them.
We don't
Try
have any
to
hands.
intimidate. Oh, I'm about to. We don't throw hands.
You have
Yeah,
hands?
throw all the hands.
So many hands. Man, 15 is the number. Willems. Slowly enough. We're trying not to hurt the spiders. We'll spend a hero point too. 23 to be a scary gator spider. Spider gator.
Not the scary spider gator. No, Harold, I don't think it's worth it. I think this one's friends might be too much trouble to eat. Well, they didn't fall in our web, so technically we're not allowed to eat them, right? Only when the dragon was here. Very well. You and your friends may pass by the web.
Keep your word and we won't harm you and your brood. Agreed?
Agreed.
Turn back into good old Xavier and wave everybody up.
Can we smell them?
I mean, you'll get a whiff as we pass, but again, no touching.
Not touchy.
Deal. And they'll
Hey, guys.
sort of scuttle themselves into a position where you have to walk underneath them to walk into the castle proper.
Yeah.
Peek over back. Alright guys, the spider said we can walk past.
You said spiders, plural?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's about 9 of them by Xavier's count.
That is terrifying.
And each of them is about the size of a small horse.
Oh.
But
They're a small
Centuria
boulder
will
the size
have
of
her
a large
axe
rock.
out, but she will not touch the spiders as long as they don't touch her.
Yeah, they're not gonna bother us, they agreed.
As we walk by, I'm just gonna put a pat Caterman on the shoulder. Good job, Sting.
Thanks.
Oh shit, it's the police! And they run away.
wow.
You touched them. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you.
Wrong sting. But yeah, the spiders do not accost you guys as you pass under, but they do. You can hear sort of the snuffling sound of their mandibles clacking together as they get a good whiff of you as you walk by.
Alright, so we're able to head on into the building proper.
Indeed. Leading into the room that Mortis came in through the front door. This space here. Or I guess you
Yes,
could.
the
You can go in the door
door.
here too if you'd like. There's a door here, a door here, and a door here.
Do we want to go into that front room? Or
That might be
to
the
this-
best way to start figuring out where to go next,
Okay.
since it's probably going to connect everything.
Probably. Well, most things, yeah.
We'll go along this way.
All right.
All right, Harold. I'll see you later. Be safe.
You too. Watch out for the ghosts.
Will do. Thanks.
Do we hear the spiders or just Gatorman?
If you speak spider, you can hear the spiders.
I can hear the spiders.
Safe to say I don't speak spider.
But they are all. It's all audible as spider hissing.
Just clicky, patty. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Ew.
general unpleasant spider noises. So the front room is your guys' goal?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, heading into the foyer. It is a large, grand hall with a staircase that leads up to a balcony that rings all the way around to the second level. There's a big tapestry of a handsome man in silver armor.
Does it look familiar?
Give me a history expertise check. Or if you, for some reason, have expertise alien, give me an alien check.
Nope. But I do have eidetic memory, so
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
That's right.
Resonant. Yeah, Resonant can definitely make a check for that.
intellect check +5.
Yep. Anybody who is not from Earth Prime need not bother rolling.
So 17.
So which check are we rolling for?
Expertise history, expertise alien, expertise superhero, current events.
So basically, the characters that need to roll are not going to have that skill. Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe pop culture.
Would expertise Earth Prime help? Probably not.
Expertise Earth Prime would help.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's anyone from Earth.
But I thought you said don't need to roll.
No, those are the ones who would roll. The ones
Okay.
who are not from Earth Prime don't get a roll. They wouldn't
That's
know this
yeah.
person.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was going, did I hear that wrong?
Can I just get a hot bisexual disaster check?
Yeah, you can roll a check for that.
Because I got a feeling I know who that guy in silver armor is, but I could be wrong.
Resonant. You get a +5 with eidetic memory checks. So
Yeah, so it makes it a 17.
yeah, 17, 23 for Bowman, 18 for Mortis. The three of you recognize this individual. The features, he's not 100% match for match, but the handsome features, the sort of almost elf-like angular face, he seems very reminiscent of Captain Flynn from the Guardians of Haven.
Oh no.
Oh
strange
yes.
Mm.
Kind of look over at Bowman and Mortis. Is that can't be Flynn, right?
Looks a lot like Flynn to me.
Different world, different version of him.
I mean,
That
he
would
did kind of
explain-
he did kind of look like a space elf to begin with. So I mean, it's not much of a stretch.
I guess that explains the Marion out front.
Cyrus said something about a stone from the moon, didn't he?
Oh god, you don't think those twins are here?
I hope not.
As you mentioned that, Bowman, a great shadow with wings moves across the walls, sort of filling the whole space of this foyer before disappearing, and you can hear a sort of soft bestial hiss in the darkness beyond.
Aura
Then
a snake now?
Whatever it is, it wants to eat you.
Bowen will call out, "We've got company." Eyes up. As he readies his bow.
Quickly scan for any spectral or spooky entities right on top of us.
Trina
Mortis,
takes her wings out.
Mortis, you recognize that as a haunting apparition. Like, it's not an active ghost that's going to attack. It's sort of like what happens when you infect an area with your spookiness.
A little bit of bleed over from the crossroads.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's something that is aggressive or moving to attack. It's just a sort of, this place is haunted, yo, feeling.
Well, I will make sure to share that with the group so that Bowman can feel a little bit more at ease. But
Yeah, he'll lower the bow, but just keep it in his hand.
But as for routes out of this chamber, there is a door here, there's a door here, a door here, a door here, and then the staircase, naturally.
And still no sign that there's anyone living inside.
Doesn't seem like it, no.
All right, well, we're just going to have to go room by room until we see some sort of lead here.
well,
Okay.
they did mention a throne room, and I would suspect the throne room would probably be upstairs, based on the layout of this giant chamber we're in.
You can
I
go
was-
straight there and look around.
I
Or
was
it could-
thinking that our... Oh, sorry.
That's it. Or it could be way in the back. But either way, yeah.
I was thinking that our ally might have avoided the more dangerous rooms if they intended to survive here, but it is worth a look.
You're assuming our ally's alive.
Huh?
Fair
I
point.
think our ally could be a ghost, or do you think our ally is actually just dead and gone?
Bow squint.
Given the nature of this place and the creature that rules it, possibly one of the ghosts that live here. It wouldn't be the first time we've had a ghostly ally.
Well, there's a door right over here that goes towards the back. Start there and kind of look around.
Yeah, I think it might be better to take a look on this floor first before we head upstairs, especially with whatever haunting that was.
It was just ILM.
I mean, if the place is making you jump at shadows, it seems to be doing it quite literally.
Yeah.
If you want to check out the whole place, do we want to look for the doing it? Do you want to go back to the west wing, or do we want to go to the north end?
I think let's go to the north end. Trying to find where the compass is on this map.
That's a good question. Let me orient you guys.
For some reason, I was thinking that the top of the map was west for us
That's what I was thinking too,
Yeah.
which would mean
because of where the front door was. That's just my you know.
Yeah.
So I'm considering yeah.
So the top of the map is north,
Oh, okay.
oddly enough. They've oriented it correctly so that the door is facing west and the dragon is facing east out front.
Okay.
That makes sense then. Yeah, north or west. Sorry, north or east.
Then probably let's go east first then, because that takes us towards the back. Oh, back, the eastern section, and then.
Oh, there was
north.
the other door we saw that
Yeah.
led this way, so they might meet up.
Yep. Exactly.
Awesome. So heading into, moving into the eastern portion of the house, the next immediate room you see has a 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs, standing in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings. Several of the chairs have been upturned or smashed to pieces, and suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft violet light. Standing in windowed alcoves are two life-size statues depicting knights with dragon wing helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor.
I want to take this table home.
There's a pair of lead glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, standing open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. It looks like these panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel of some description. So, glowing chandelier, a couple of statues of knights in the windows, and a door that leads beyond into a misty chapel.
Resin's gonna take a look at the chandelier. The light, is it it seems like it might be magical, so she's gonna try to get a sense of it.
Yeah,
So 25.
that is definitely a magical light of some description. Looks like the brain of the character you are knows this to be a continual light spell.
Mm-hmm.
Cast on the chandelier long ago and has never been dispelled. The knight statues appear lifelike but are inanimate. There's no magic around them.
Okay.
Mortis is distracted by the cool table and chairs.
Vader's picking the chairs up and putting them upright because that is impressive.
They're so metal that he wants them so bad. Nick would say no, but he still wants them.
Just
Like
let me
maybe at the
have
wedding.
this.
Maybe at the reception. Find you dragon chairs for your reception.
Yes, really well done.
Okay, well, the only magic I get is from that chandelier. The statues are very lifelike, but there's nothing magical about them. I think we can head on to the next room.
Should we check for mechanical traps?
If you want,
And you?
it's not my area of expertise.
Oh. Could I check for traps?
You can give it a shot.
Is that perception or?
Give me an investigation check.
Step out of Bowman's ways. He's taking a
Sort of looking on the door leading into the chapel, it does not appear to have any pressure plates or tripwires or anything that screams out this door is trapped.
Okay.
But looking beyond Bowman, you can see that there are cracked wooden pillars supporting a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs this chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony, and a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising crescent moon relief. Tall arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of these windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass and allowing thick fog to enter and fill the room. Through the fog, you see three figures kneeling before the altar. They are dressed in sort of loose leather armor. They have... You could sort of make out this reddish orange fur, sort of pointed ears, and each of them has a different colored tail. And they seem to be praying in front of this altar. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Haven't we met the Guardians of Haven?
You have.
So do we recognize these tales?
You'd probably recognize them as a version of Alien. Especially with all the multiverse stuff you guys put up with.
Yeah.
Tristan is not, but he's going to go in and walk into the chapel anyway, because, well,
Hey, Foxy lady.
because Kitsune, what? Yeah, sure.
Bob Barden style.
Be careful what we know about these people from our world. They can be crazy and dangerous and reckless.
She would take offense at the first one. Dangerous and reckless, yes.
Not these specific ones, just the group.
Just the
The
squad.
group they're a part of.
No, yeah, but Tristan will go ahead and walk on in, and as he walks in, he will say a quiet, not quiet to himself, like loud enough that he expects that they were here, but very, more somber tone. But we'll say a small prayer in Elven to Celine, the goddess of the moon.
For no nefarious reason, please array yourselves in the space where you would be when Tristan makes his entrance. Tristan, with your elf ears, will you give me a perception check as you enter the room?
We've established I'm not good at that, no matter what form I'm in. See, I can pull my other character sheet up. Forgot to open the second one. You said perception, right?
Yes. Yep.
17.
17. As you are sort of, saying a quiet prayer to Celine and giving a look at these three beautiful women, you can sort of hear them sort of scatteredly muttering to each other, finishing each other's sentences in this sort of garbled and staticky cadence, talking about how the Guardians are scattered. I have to reunite them. I have to figure out where the captain went. I have to find the stone. I have to.
Well, we know it's bad if she's talking in the first person and not the plural.
It's real bad. Yeah, and Resonant, you did you have emotion reading when you met Aelin the first time?
Yes, I did.
I thought so. This being is completely fractured by whatever happened here. You think this is not anything near the Aelin you know.
Right.
They might be a little nuts.
Go for cuckoo bus.
Resonant will turn back to the rest of the group that knows the Guardians. I think her mind's been fractured. Whatever happened is... her emotions are everywhere. At all times. They're just... She's broken.
Think that the situation is able to be helped.
I don't know. But we should try. They might know more about what's happened here than we do.
Well, this room seems relatively safe at the moment. I don't want to spend too much time here, though.
Maybe say hi.
Probably. This could be the ally that we're looking for. Allies?
Yeah.
Well, President, why don't you go talk to her? Because you and Xavier are like the most calming people in the group.
I'm going to assume that that's not going to be possible because of Tristan walking forward first.
Yeah, Tristan.
Alex?
How far are you going?
Well, are they reacting to me? Like, are they moving towards our direction or not, or anything like that?
You whispered the prayer loud enough for them to hear that you were praying. Is that correct?
Yes.
When you finish your prayer, they will stop their sort of scattered speech pattern, and the three of them will stand in unison, draw blades, and turn to face you. And
We come in peace.
you must be the guardian we've been sent here to destroy.
Tristan, get behind me.
And roll for initiative. We're gonna roll for initiative and go to break. That's what we're gonna do. Ooh.
Gotta find my token.
They should have updated it now. It's the token.
Oh, shit.
Not the die roller. I need the turn order thing. There we go.
Man. I rolled an 8.
I got a rock.
Can you put my token on the turn order?
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Speedster doing speedster things.
Oh no, I got two 17s. That sucks. I hate when my bad guys go after each other.
It's gonna be really cool with my 17.
Well, good.
I'll break it up for you.
17s for everybody. Oh, damn it! I just deleted. Come back, Adrian.
I'll come back.
Na 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 na.
So, Gatorman, you got a 17, you say?
I did.
I
Man.
guarantee.
I love being last.
Oh, shit. I forgot to clear the initiative tracker last time.
You're not last. You're just first next round.
So, Matthias does not have a 30, or is that Overdrive who has a 30?
Overdrive has a 27, I think.
Yes.
Okay, the 30 must be from a previous fight.
If it helps, we're only seeing the current set.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh, if that, I
what
mean,
you're saying.
I'm glad you guys can see that, but it doesn't do me a lot of good.
nope.
We can just take 2 turns. We're okay with that.
Yeah, okay. I'll take turns for all the bad guys from the previous fight, too, if that's cool.
Rude. But
Okay.
they don't actually have tokens here.
Yeah,
so
that-
Right,
that-
I'll agree, but they're where they're at currently on the map.
Oh,
Right on the ground.
tricked me.
Lawyer.
They tricked me. Tyrion got a 19. Centuria, what you get total?
8.
8. Okay. What did Resonant get?
21.
21. Is Mortis rocking a 21 also?
He is actually surprisingly.
Wow. Bowman's
know.
on 14.
Mhm.
Tristan's on 11.
Kristen's on 13.
Oh, Tristan's on 13.
Not quite as bad.
Centuria's on an 8.
Yup.
Matthias is a 14.
And Gatorman's a 2.
17.
17. Oh, yeah. You said that.
You're part of the 17 gang.
Yeah, yeah. Did Bowman only get a 14? Yeah, I guess he did.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure did.
We've got our initiative count.
We did it.
Good job, team.
Yay.
We win.
We win.
To the next
That was
encounter.
exhausting. We should take a break now.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. We're getting up to stretch our legs. I'm gonna let some dogs out because they're ringing the bell, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Who?
Me. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us while we run off to take our quick break. Our heroes so far have been exploring the ruins of Argynvost Holt, and they've run across an interstellar acquaintance of theirs in the form of Aelin, who seems to have been fractured and is having a real bad time and is moving to attack our good friends. So we will join combat here in the Chapel of Mourned Souls, is the name of this map in the Curse of Strahd book. And we'll start with Overdrive on 27.
Oh boy. Okay, so how much of the because Overdrive has not met the Guardians Haven, so
Yeah, I guess Overdrive was on his walkabout when they met the Guardians.
So have the Aelins done anything yet?
Just drawn swords to attack.
Okay.
They have clear hostile intentions. One of them
yeah,
more than the
I
other
think-
two.
So let's see here. So with 1,800 feet per round, I think I can still do a run by.
Oh yeah, you got lots of room.
How do you want to handle a group disarm attempt? Like how does
Do you have multi-attack on your unarmed?
multi attack? I have rapid strike as multi attack. Yes.
Okay, so we could use that to disarm. Do you have improved disarm as an advantage?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, well, that would just be a regular multi-attack attack check, but instead of rolling a resistance check versus damage, they'll roll an opposed disarm check.
Fair enough. So I will. So many windows. I will find my multi attack here, and that's just an unarmed attack with the multi attack
Mm-hmm.
power. Yeah.
Yep, just your regular penalty for multi-attack. Then it's an opposed check between the rapid strike's damage and the target's strength.
Is that -2 per target?
Yes, yep, 3 attacks. Well, it's -1 per target, so -3 if you want to attack all of them. 3
Okay.
attack
yes.
rolls
So
at
that's what we'll
-3.
do. So 3 separate attacks.
Yep, 3 separate attacks at
Okay.
-3.
So 1, 2. Didn't hear it beep.
There it goes.
Is that 2?
Nope, you got 3.
Okay. So take 3 off of each of those. Are you kidding me right now? Did I really?
You rolled in that one.
Wait.
Then a 16, then a 15. So you got a 7, a 22, and a 21 overall.
Okay, I'm not seeing that. This is. What is? Am I getting some weird lag here? Like I see 3 18s.
The 18s are
My
your
attack
damage
rolls.
rolls.
No, that would be your damage.
Okay, so there's that 10 looks pretty awful. And that's -3, so that's actually 7. So
Yeah,
I
that
guess
first
that one's probably going to miss.
Yeah, that first one will miss.
Okay, so then 23 and 22 for the modified other attacks.
Those will both hit the other ones.
Okay.
So then your damage is 3, so you'll roll a d20 plus 3 versus Aelin Prime's strength.
Is that correct? Because I think that's strength-based damage. So
Post check damage versus target strength.
oh, okay, yeah.
What it says here on the Game Master screen.
Sweet. Okay, so there it is. So I'm not, but it's not. They're like I have set the DC at whatever, right? It's 3 plus. Is it 10 for the disarm?
Let me double check so I don't look like an idiot. I think you roll your damage versus my rolled strength, but I'll just double check to make sure.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like
Grab
M3
is
got
10
away
plus.
from opposed rolls. Okay. So there are still some opposed rolls.
Yeah, just let me double check
Okay.
disarm. Disarm page 247 in the Deluxe Heroes Handbook. Make an attack check against the defender with a -2 penalty, or -5 if at ranged. If your attack check succeeds, make an opposed check of your attack's damage against the defender's strength. If you win, the defender drops the held object. If you made the disarm unarmed, you can grab the dropped object as a free action. So it's an opposed check, not a resistance check.
Okay, so it is opposed. All right, easy enough. So I'm doing a +3. Okay. So many freaking windows trying to get all this stuff done. All right, so let me crank open the dice roller here. Come on, dice roller.
Oof.
What's that?
So
Got
you,
So it's actually a 17
So
on
you
the
have-
first one.
you've taken Aelin Prime's sword, or you've disarmed it. You can pick it up as a free action if you want.
Yes, that sounds like a great. Yeah, let's do that.
And then an opposed check
And
versus
then-
Brawn. Oh, that could have been better.
Ugh, that'd be 8.
You are unable to disarm Brawn. She sort of grips down on the blade, but you're able to take
Gotcha.
away Prime's sword.
Okay, that works.
And then you run
Now look,
back
ladies.
You run back to the group.
This doesn't have to be out of control. Yes.
Hmm.
No, halfway to the group. Halfway to the group because I don't necessarily, in case I drew any ire there, I unless I want to draw any area attacks down on the rest of the group. So I'm about see where I move my token to about halfway there.
Awesome. It's already gotten too far. You've taken too much from us.
Fireball formation.
Yeah, weird. After Overdrive is Aelin Brains. He's going to take a happy little move action to come over here into this corner and fireball that group.
That was not meant for you, Alex. That was meant for the rest of the group.
Fireball. Oh, yeah. Not there.
Instant counter.
It's fine.
Oh snap!
Fireball.
How is she getting it out of the room?
She's going to hit this spot in the doorway right there.
Gonna give you turn or get out of the way. Gonna give you one of Tristan's or one of Tyrion's hero points, and he is going to dispel magic.
Ooh. So instant counter will just be an opposed powers check between your spell rank and her spell rank.
So, yep.
She gets a 25 to make the fireball still happen.
Jeebus.
You got this.
No, I already rolled it. I got a 21. I can't get it. I can get a 25 if I roll exactly what she rolled. If I roll a 19, which is 3 higher than what she rolled.
She's a powerful
Which means
wizard.
her spell levels are 3 levels higher than ours.
I thought you had to roll with the rank.
I did, technically, because the rank of the thing is also the rank of the power, plus 6.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I double checked the math on that because I was like, oh, that was smart of Andy. I assume he did that on purpose.
I did.
So the fireball goes off. Everybody over there, which is going to be basically this spot here behind Centuria. 30-foot radius. Mortis, you're incorporeal, but it is an energy attack, so I still will need a dodge check and a damage check.
And no, he's not incorporeal.
Oh, well then, everybody over there give me a dodge. So everybody but Overdrive give me a dodge. Looking for a 19.
Dodge.
And if you have evasion, you do get +2 or +5 to this, depending on your evasion ranks.
Yes, man, I'm about to be a
Electric
potato.
Suddenly, Alex is very glad Cyrus isn't here.
Hero point for Resonant on her toughness check. Absolutely, because I rolled a 12 and I already know.
Mine's a 23 with evasion
Oh
too.
my god. Hero point for Centuria on her
24,
toughness check
okay.
because Jesus Christ.
What was the number we needed again?
She's
Right.
good.
19 for the dodge.
Oh, hey.
24 for the damage.
How did
Yeah.
I even do that? How did it even... Why is it saying I got negative... I don't understand.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to figure out how it gave me a 5 for my dodge check.
1 plus 4.
Oh yeah, you got a natural 1 on there.
That doesn't even count the +2 I added to it, so something's not rolling right.
Yeah, so 19 dodge. If you fail the dodge, I'm looking for a 24 toughness. If you pass the dodge, I'm looking for a 19 toughness.
Well, Tyrion got a natural 20 and then ended up with a 27. Resonant got a 24. So, on the toughness saves.
Importantly, 16, missing it by 16 is knocked out, so 15 will just be a stagger.
You got staggered, Gator Man?
Oh, 100%. He's man right now. He doesn't have much gator.
Mortis is down.
DC 19 if you made the.
Yeah, if you made it, it's 19. If you failed it, it's 24.
So 5 is a bruised. I'm gonna live with that. 5 is bruised and dazed. Or, yeah, you know. I
Yeah.
think.
Jonesy, will you refresh roll 20 and then roll that again? Because you got like 4 natural ones in a row, and that just seems statistically improbable.
If it was real dice, I could pull it off.
Dice jail. Now order your new dice jail, brought to you by Norse Foundry. I don't know if that's actually a product they sell, but
Wow, and then he gets 2 6s in a row.
roll 20 where you like this. At least we're not using the new Valiant damage rules. That would suck. So how's everybody looking?
Like-
Bowman's taking a bruise.
So what
Centurion's
was
fine.
Yep,
so what was
resident.
the damage again?
24.
If you made the 19 dodge, you're looking at a 19 toughness. If you failed the 19 dodge, you're looking at a 24 toughness.
Bruised and dazed for Matthias.
I look like the roasted potatoes from this morning.
Potatoes.
Potato.
Resident and Tyrion are both fine.
Perfect. Centurion's fine.
Actually, that was a fireball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrion would have taken less damage.
Less than nothing?
Well, yeah. I'm saying if I would have failed
Mm.
the roll, I still would have ended up taking less damage.
It looks like Tristan caught a stagger too.
Yep.
Ooh. Fireballs for everyone. And Bowman, are you walking away with a bruise? Is that what that is? Or no, you got a 10 on. Did you do a reroll?
No. I'll save that for if it's something that'll explode me.
Okay, because you made the dodge check, right?
Yeah, I made the dodge, but then failed the definite save.
Okay, and you only failed by 3, so it's only a bruise.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, that Aelin sort of wanders away from the other two. Says, "Sisters, please, I will make them tell us about where the crew is." And she launches a massive fireball over there that blows up. Resident.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
Kill the wizard.
Wizard. Trying to see if I have anything that would actually be helpful here. I don't have any of my advantages that deal with persuasion. I am actually going to cast a spell for everybody in the well, no, for her. This is elemental warding. I am choosing to cast fire immunity, limited to half effect, on, let's see here, Centuria.
Awesome. What does that manifest as you put this fire shield on Centuria?
So it manifests as basically a her armor gets a frost effect on it, so that it's like it's a cooling shield against the flames.
Amazing. Do you take a move action too, Resident, or are you happy hanging out there?
I definitely don't want to be in fireball formation, but there's really not a good place to not be in fireball formation in this place. But she'll move over here, kind of, to there. That'll be it.
Awesome. Mortis, do you have the diehard advantage?
No.
Make a fortitude check for me. You have slid into the dying condition.
Ooh.
As Mortis is starting to bleed to death. That's not good. Somebody who's not me, go help with that.
Yup.
You're incapacitated. 3 or more total degrees of failure means you die. So don't do that. That was 2 degrees of failure on the check, so you are not having a good time. Unless you want to spend a hero point. I think you have a hero point, Jonesy.
You might need it for the next one.
That's true. Tyrion, over to you.
All right. Well, you asked for somebody to take care of the problem, so Tyrion will take care of the problem.
Oh yeah, there's a cleric here.
There's a cleric here. Yes.
I'm just ready to make my pact with the Dark Ones and become a Lord of Barovia. I'm just...
No,
Whatever.
you're stuck with us and you like it.
Heal check. 22.
That's the heal power.
Yes. Literally the heal power.
Awesome.
With
That'll heal 3
stabilize.
degrees. So
Stabilize is added onto it as well. So
awesome. So automatically stabilizes characters who are dying. Your incapacitate, your stagger, and your bruise will go away, Mortis, and you are back to full health. How does Tyrion heal people?
the same way any cleric does. He goes over.
Snap out of it!
Bonks him on the head with a mace.
No, the shield.
Right.
No, he goes over and he doesn't put a hand on Mortis. He just goes over. The shield, the jewel in the center of it, glows a bright green for a second, and then that shimmer of energy cascades over Mortis's body, healing his wounds.
Beautiful. Do you want to use extra effort for anything, Tyrion?
No, let's see, what else do I have on Tyrion that I could actually do?
Stop muttering about joining your dark god.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and call down Istis's blessing. So 30-foot, or in a 30-foot area around Tyrion, there is a bright light, and everyone within that light gets uncanny dodge and favored environment.
Awesome. That's a 30-foot radius?
Yes.
We'll make that. Blue light. That space around Tyrion makes you guys better at everything.
Yeah, let me move him there. That would have made a little bit better
Awesome.
sense.
Gator Man.
Well, staggered, so
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
I hurt in so many ways. I understand pain and new kinds of pain. I'm gonna do something stupid because that's what you do. Look at a moon. And he's gonna stick his hands up to call out to the crazy two and the other one who's just roasted him and go, stop, 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 stop. Look, we defeated the Guardian. We're here to help. Stop. Just hold on a second. And when that doesn't work, it's their turn.
Awesome. So that's. Do you have regeneration, Gator Man? I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
He's human. He's man right now.
Gotcha. I'll give you a persuasion check or a deception check to try to trick them into doing something.
I'm not trying to trick them. I'm trying to be genuinely nice. But I get you. I get your meaning. 25.
It's a pretty good trick.
He's an earnest young man, as mama taught him.
Do you want to aim it at Aelin Prime or Aelin Brawn? Or Aelin Brains? They're not a minion group, so you can't do them all with one action.
Yeah. The smart play would be Braun, so he's going to do Aelin Prime because he's hoping to talk some reason into her.
Awesome. 25, you say?
I did.
25.
Wow.
Meets beats. So.
I mean, she met the DC and understands it's a good idea, right? No.
She nods to her sister and says, "Deal with that one. I'm going to get my blade back." She's going to do some cool kung fu flips, come over here and beat up Overdrive. But you've taken her sword away, so she is slightly less effective in combat. Yeah. 20 to hit Overdrive's parry DC.
I believe that's gonna hit. Yes.
I will need I need a DC 17 toughness check for unarmed.
Beats.
Hey, it's what you asked for.
Hey, good job, Overdrive. So yeah, she comes flipping over, jumps up and sort of lands 2 boots into your chest, but you're able to sort of roll with the blow, and she lands in front of you, claws extended, ready to maul you to death. Aelin Braun is going to crack her knuckles, draw out her big sword, and charge Gatorman.
I'd rather you didn't, but that's okay.
That will give her a -2 to hit because of the charge. 18 to hit Gatorman's parry DC?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just a 13.
Can I interpose?
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 points of toughness. I'm
No.
fine.
Yeah, I need a 27 Centuria.
I got a 19.
It's a good roll.
Oh wait, hold on.
She has 0 points.
Does toughness affected by bruises because I accidentally?
Yes, it goes down by
bruise
1.
it. Okay, so it's actually 20. Not that that really matters.
20 versus 27, you get a bruise in a daze.
Okay.
As you jump in the way of Gatorman's blow, what happens as you absorb this mighty attack on behalf of the man-man?
So she's sort of dramatic about it. She like flies over and just flies right in between the two and spreads out her wings as fast as she can and makes herself as big as possible so that Braun can't get to him. And she's like, maybe back up, Xavier.
The wings are really cool, though.
Thank you.
Oh, Birdie, you shouldn't have brought those over here. She's going to use extra effort to try to rip your wings off, Centurion.
Funny you say that. They can't be grabbed.
I'm speaking metaphorically.
Just saying, they're spectral.
Spectral wings. I love that for you. 21 to hit your parry DC.
Yes.
Give me another 27 as the blade comes up.
25.
You're good. Just another bruise. And
Okay.
she will be fatigued as she launches herself into a furious attack.
Almost like 2 barbarians are about to go at it.
I was
Bowman.
about to go after brains, but she just, changed my point of contact. It's fine.
Okay. Let's see if we can't be helpful for 2 people. I'm gonna try to do an agile feint and roll that into a setup.
Don't forget to take the favored terrain bonus into effect, either defense or attack.
Oh yeah, favorite environment +2 defense +2 attack.
I don't think this counts as an attack, so I'll just put it into defense. But that's an acrobatics check. Just wasn't sure who seemed the most dangerous at the moment.
The wizard.
The wizard.
Always the wizard.
Who's going over there?
Don't
Okay,
mind
so
me.
actually- we can decide that if I make a decent roll. So acrobatics versus
Right.
I think yeah, insight because it's a feint.
Yeah, I believe it's insight or will, whichever one's better. Let me double check.
Okay, let me roll this. Let me re-roll that because I would like this to work.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Okay. Oh, I was at 4 hero points before. I wasn't sure if that was the correct number because we were at 2, and then I got 1 from chat.
Yeah, you got one from chat. I think somebody somebody else gave you one too.
Oh, was
You
it
got
not?
moral support. Is that just a +2 on a chosen roll?
Yeah, moral support
Yeah.
is +2.
Okay.
Or are you faint? Faint. Okay.
So I should be at. I should have
be at-
started at 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I should be at 2 now. Okay.
It'll be opposed by your target's, in this case, acrobatics or insight. Because regular fainting is overcome by your opponent's deception or insight. So.
Okay. Well, I am re-rolling my acrobatics with the hero point. That's 23.
Also, you're doing brain.
Yeah, I don't want to get fireballed again. And then let me just pop out that extra point because I wasn't sure if I was forgetting something, as I often do.
She got a 25 to resist the feint.
That's inconvenient. I don't want to fatigue myself because there's a lot more to do. Then I have nothing else at the moment, so I'm just gonna scoot to the northwestern corner of the room and just try to put more space between everybody else, so we're not clumped together.
That is cool. Matthias.
So, use of advantages is a free action, yes?
Generally, depends on the advantage.
Okay, so inspire.
Inspire is a standard action, but I'm cool
Okay.
if you want to move and inspire. That's fine.
Well, no, because I'm dazed, so I can't do both. But I forget how I'm tracking Matthias's hero points on my overcrowded dashboard here.
His are
So
the
I'll-
red ones.
Red? What?
Yeah, you should have some red ones that have a pentagram on them. Those should be Matthias's. Let me make sure you have some of those.
Because Matthias has 3 luck points.
Yeah, I just dealt 2 of the red ones to Matthias.
Okay. I'm not seeing it. Can you grab them because I can't see them? So I'm going to spend 2. 1 to search for the extra action, and
Okay.
the other inspire requires use of a hero point. Give all the and so from there, Mortis and Vale can also quote unquote interact. So then everyone should have a +3 on their task resolution die till my next turn.
Yes, +3 on basically everything, thanks to Matthias. What does your inspiration look like, Matthias?
He sort of brandishes his sword, and these vile attacks by these deranged creatures will not stand. Put them down, and I'll sort of point at whoever's over there threatening Gator Man and Centuria.
Awesome. Good job, Matthias. And I added your Matthias hero points to my deck, and I spent the 2 of them over here.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I can only, maybe I don't know, maybe it's too crowded. Like I see Matthias's luck points, and I assume Overdrive's hero point.
Yeah,
But-
Overdrive's hero points should be the blue ones.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, you should see them. So if you click on them, it opens the little window with all of them in it, so you can drag and drop them in and out. If you scroll down,
Except the turn order things in the way.
Oh, there they are. I see.
Okay, so I just see a hero point. Oh, there's a steal request.
Yeah, I just put the
Even
steal
though
request in because I found your
Yeah.
points down there.
Okay.
It only shows 2 icons at a time. That's the problem.
Okay. So I'm telling it to let go. It's not letting go.
Give it to me.
Let it go.
All right.
I'm trying.
Tristan, over to you. You're not incapacitated or dying. You're just staggered, so you can move
Yes.
or act.
I'm going to act. Aelin. I'm Tristan will basically say a elven lullaby and cast sleep.
Awesome.
Says. What the hell? That's something's wrong with my rolls. Because
Yeah. Is that a burst area affliction?
how did I? Let me double check how I built it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's missing my.
Using the wrong skill.
It's missing the skill.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
I haven't cast it before since. So. Maybe. 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Who are you aiming at?
Brawn.
Braun.
Sorry, brains. No fireball for you.
18 will not hit brains.
I tried.
It's a good try. I'm here for it.
As the magic arcs out and Brains sort of takes the magic into her hand and looks like she wants to do something with it.
Does that get the +3 from Matthias?
Oh, that should get the +3 from Matthias. That takes it to a 21, which it still misses.
Oh my god.
Someone forgot we're PL6.
There's 9 of you.
We're PL6.
You guys took out a PL13 dragon by yourselves. You'll be fine.
It was luck.
It was like, oh, okay. Centuria.
It was a lot of good rolls. That's what it was.
Yes.
We're having a
Roll
lot of
20
bad
does
rolls
not like
right
us
now.
today. Yeah, Centuria is gonna swing on Braun. Which means she will do Sundering Strike. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sort of over it today, actually. I'm a little bit angry about it. She's gonna go Fatigue to do it again. Nice.
That's a 14 to hit Broughton.
Yep.
14 will
It's
not hit.
technically a
Oh,
17.
it's a 17. 17 does hit Braun.
Oh, great. Does a 16 hit Braun?
No.
Okay, yeah, well, 17, DC 22, and then she gets Curse of Heavens, right?
Yep. It's the
It
rider.
doesn't have to be undead.
Ugh. I gotta look at your character sheet.
I don't think it says anything about it having to be undead.
No, I don't think so.
No. And it affects objects. So she's an object.
Sure, yeah, they're objectifying people.
No, yeah, it just literally just affects them.
Is Curse of the Heavens resisted by Fortitude or Will?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. She is unharmed by the attack or the Curse of the Heavens.
Awesome.
As Centuria takes out that big axe and starts swinging it around, and an epic melee fight ensues as Gatorman bleeds to death on the floor next to them.
He's
I'm
fine.
not dead yet.
You'll be stone cold in a minute. Overdrive.
Steve Austin, what?
All right. So overdrive. First of all, let's go ahead and pummel. A little misattitude here in my face. those reasons, and this will have a +3 on top of this using the multi-attack.
You can use the sword.
No. Okay. Hello. I'm not Murder Drive.
We can fix that.
So that
We can fix
that's an 11. That's
It's
how many hero
20.
points does Overdrive have right now?
It says 2.
23, Kevin.
2.
Okay. So spend one and let's reroll that.
Kevin, that's
Yeah.
a 23.
It's a 23 to hit, man. You get +3 from the inspiration.
He's trying to get higher for the multi-attack.
I want to get higher for the multi-attack because I'm tired of this dancing business and it's time to put somebody down. But not with the sword because that's not who Overdrive is. Anyway, so let's do that again.
That's just who I am this week.
That's a little better.
A lot better.
29.
That is a 29. So is that by 5 or more?
That
Or, I'm sorry,
is-
is that 3 degrees or more?
It is not 3 degrees or more. It is 10
Son of a
above.
bitch.
It is just underneath 3 degrees above.
I feel like I really got robbed there. But anyway, all right. So it's at least another +2 on top of the damage.
It is. So DC 20.
Feel free to roll a 1. I'm here for it.
You know, I'm due for one.
I agree.
Yes, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking
Why do
about.
I say anything?
You
So
know it to be true.
Because you were rolling nothing but 16s.
that's true. So that is a 1. It becomes a 10 total, which misses by 10, which would be a bruise and a daze. But because it's a natural 1, it goes down a degree to be a stagger for Aelin Prime. So what happens, Overdrive, is you...
A blur almost reminded Overdrive of the good old days before he was a Renaissance Fair refugee and had actual super speed powers to the max. And so there's this sort of blur in the air, and many fists stagger this particular Aelin. And then whoosh, in a rush, he's gone over to Gatorman. And come on, scroll.
Oh
There
no.
we go. What?
I have a feeling what's going to happen.
And then I'm going to spend that other hero point for another standard action. I'm going to try and treat the Gator Man.
Hmm.
Since he's in
Not
trouble.
moving you, Gator Man.
I thought he was going to move him.
Oh.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Oh my gosh. The amount of nat ones that have been rolled tonight is actually insane.
And that's my fireball wound. Ow, 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 ow.
And you spent your hero point to avoid the fatigue, is that right?
I did.
Actually, I guess order of operations, you wouldn't have to make that decision until you get the fatigue next turn. So if you
That's
did
true.
want to
That's
take,
true. So,
you could spend it to reroll.
yes,
if you
I
wanted.
will. I will take the fatigue and instead spend that on a reroll of the treatment check because are you fucking kidding me? Okay, let's try that again.
Hey, 20.
Ugh. Yes. Thank God for the hero point. More game systems need to embrace that +10 if it sucks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope somebody takes inspiration.
Because your hero point lets you reroll, but you rolled shitty the second time too. Wah, wah.
Ooh.
Boo.
20 is enough
Why we love you,
to...
Mix and Mesmerized.
20 is enough to stabilize Gator Man? What does that do in game terms? Yeah, I'll say you're able to remove his stagger with that bonus. Doesn't heal any of the other stuff because it's not healing as a power, but you spent the time and the fatigue to go over there and help him,
Yes.
so I'll give you something for that.
Hang in there, big guy. Fight's not over yet.
And
I am
then-
suddenly covered in aloe. That is weird.
God.
Where did you even find Vaseline in Barovia?
Vicks Vapor Rub.
That's
I'm
from
both
that's from
sticky
Lobster
and-
Mama.
I am both
Oh.
sticky and refreshed. Okay.
Do you want to stay there, Overdrive? You have move by action. You can move away from there. if you want
I
to.
do, and just for the sake of not having people be in fireball formation again, I will continue moving. Because, you know, we've seen that already once in this room. Come on. Where do I want to get to with all my 1,800 feet of movement? I'll zip back down here just so they don't get any funny ideas about running off with that staggered thing they got going on. Yeah, that'll do.
Awesome. Brains is going to point finger at Centuria, and a wave of cold energy is going to zoop out and try to freeze her in place.
No.
And I get a natural 20 to hit.
Oh,
So, Centuria, I need a DC 24 dodge check.
18.
That's a really good show. It's a miss by 6, so you will suffer immobilized and defenseless.
Wonderful.
And she'll go fatigued and shoot Centuria while she's defenseless.
rude.
She gets above a 10, so she gets a crit. Centuria, I will need a 29 toughness check.
Don't forget the +3.
Don't forget the +3. Oh, you wouldn't be defenseless. Just kidding. With the +3, you would have a 21. You would only be vulnerable. So does a 13 hit your vulnerable dodge?
What is my vulnerable dodge?
Yes, it
Uh,
does.
It's your dodge in half, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So if your dodge is 6, it would be 3. And I would need a 13.
Dodge is 5, yeah.
5. So I do need a toughness check for a 24, but not for the full. You're not completely boned.
You weren't crit.
Still sort of boned.
You're mostly boned.
I'm gonna spend my hero point. See how it goes. Of course.
That's
Awesome.
an
Rolled an
11. No.
But it's +3, so it's a 19.
Yeah. 19's only a miss by 6?
5.
5, so it's just a bruise.
Okay.
So you're up to 3 bruises now?
I am. Yep. Mhm.
Alright, Resonant, over to you.
All right, let me see if I can get a reading on brains.
Okay.
24. Insight check for an assessment.
You do succeed on your assessment check.
Okay,
You
right.
beat by 6, so you're able to find out that relative to you, she is a higher power level. You're able to get 2 of her exact numbers.
The only ones that probably matter in this case are dodge and toughness.
Her dodge is a 12, and her toughness is a 6.
Kinda figured. Okay.
And I'll say that your assessment is enough, and they're similar enough that you're able to tell that they would all be the same power level 9 as opposed to your power level 6.
Right.
You'd have to get a separate reading for specific numbers for the other 2, but you could tell that they're in the same ballpark.
Right. Okay.
And they have no challenge points.
All right. Well, because I want to do this and I haven't gotten a chance to yet, and this is an interesting play on it. I'm casting Chain Lightning. I am. I'm casting Chain Lightning.
Excuse me?
I'm casting Chain Lightning. It's a shapeable area damage effect
Okay.
within 30 feet. So I can cast and get all 3 of the Aelins.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
But it's a dodge check. DC 15.
Alright, I'll roll for Aelin Prime. She'll make the initial dodge check.
Which means the DC is now 12. Well, actually, I'm sorry. The DC is now 17. Because it's a
17.
damage effect. Yeah.
She does have a bruise already, so I'll knock her toughness down 1. Ooh, that hurt. She'll take another bruise. Aelin Brawn. fails the
beats.
dodge, or she meets and beats the dodge check.
Yep.
Does she have a bruise? No,
I don't think she's been
she's
hit
just
yet.
fatigued. Yeah, she's just fatigued. She was almost disarmed. That's what it was. She's okay. And then Brainy Smurf succeeds on the dodge check. She doesn't have a bruise yet, so here we go. Succeeds on the toughness check, because
Yep.
The chain lightning chains. What happens?
Yep. So the lightning bolt arcs out, dances through the three of them, and only damages one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a will save for the other two. I forgot about that complication.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it doesn't have any effect on brains that Prime has taken damage, but Braun will take a bruise from the first bit of damage that Aelin Prime took, and then the second bit of damage Aelin Prime took. She's okay. But I forgot about the feedback thing. They have a feedback thing. Anything else, Resonant?
Nope, don't really have a lot.
Awesome. Mortis, you were revived.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Mortis, help.
Try. I'm going to try really hard. We'll see how this goes. So, Mortis will blink through the ethereal and come out on the other side as I cast Misty Steps, teleport, and I'm like, oh, look, there you are. And what is every warlock's favorite go-to effect?
Eldritch Blast.
Armor of Agathis.
Hunger of
Flame
Hadar.
blade.
Uh,
Flame blade.
Short rest.
Hunger of Hadar is the bane of my existence. I hate that freaking spell.
That spell sucks.
Yeah.
I can't cast anything because my roll 20 is locked.
Yeah, I'm over here taking notes. This is how I'm a more annoying warlock. Alright, cool.
Sorry, my system's just like, nope. He was like, nope, no casting for you.
I mean, you've only got 2 spell slots and used one on Misty Steps, so it kind of makes sense.
Shush. Shush is.
It's not that kind of game.
Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, bitch. Doesn't take spell slots.
You are in Istis's light if you want the +2 for favorite environment.
I do.
And you're still on the +3 as well for the Inspire, so you could be rocking a +5 to hit if you want.
If I could actually just get it to roll. Sorry, I'm reloading roll 20 to see if I can get it to.
No worries.
Think you can. Think you can. I got faith in you, computer. The computer's pulling up. Kevin.
I heard a boop.
Doesn't have your skill added, I don't think, Jonesy. Or does it?
4 + 4.
It does not, for some reason, it doesn't have it there.
Who are you Eldritch Blasting?
Oh, I'm trying to Eldritch Blast brains.
Oh.
There it goes. That's better.
Oh dear. Yeah, that'll hit.
And I've got +5, you said, so 29.
Yeah. Is it multi-attack?
No, unfortunately, no. It's just vanilla.
But that's gonna suck. That's still 26 DC. I can roll 20.
Oh my my god.
Ain't no way.
Babe Ruth Thomas out here calling it shots.
I did it
Woof.
for the one earlier. Roll 20 giveth, roll 20 taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rerolling.
Not from the same people, but
Okay. Fate, I guess. Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Well, damn.
been a real swingy night for roll 20.
Yeah,
I tried. Apparently, Istis is not like necromancers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mortis, I was wrong. Go talk to that dark god you were mentioning. Just call her in here real quick.
Burn the whole digital rolling system with fire.
there's not enough
But-
lava lamps in this algorithm.
Um,
Oh boy.
but you know what? Mortis has a hero point,
Mortis does have a hero point.
and he's really pissed at this bitch. So it's still a 26 to hit with my second attempt.
That will hit. It goes back down to a DC 21 toughness this time. Oh.
God.
Swing the other way completely. Wow.
Roll
So-
20. This dice has 20 faces on it. It's not just 2.
So
21 minus 7 is 14, which would usually be a stagger, but because of the natural 1, it becomes an incap. What happens, Mortis, as you take out brains?
she literally takes an Eldritch Blast to the fucking face. And
Good
just
riddance.
slams her in the face, knocks her back against the wall behind her, and she slumps to the ground unconscious.
Awesome. As that happens, the Aelin Prime lets
Feedback.
out this ear-shattering scream, and this pulsating white light fills her eyes, and she rises up into the air and drops down, along with Braun. All three of them are unconscious at this point. And as the three of them slip into unconsciousness, I think that's probably a good point for us to end this week's episode.
Cliffhanger.
We can figure out what's going on with the poor Guardians of Haven next time.
Give roll 20 a chance to.
To calm down, roll 20.
Seriously, put it in a corner.
Jesus.
we haven't been gone that long, roll 20.
Appreciate you keeping it interesting, roll 20.
But yeah, so it's been a crazy night. Thank you to my players for hanging out with me this evening and going through this gothic horror take on Mutants and Masterminds as we try to battle our way out of the mists of Ravenloft. We should be getting back to our regularly scheduled superhero stuff pretty soon, give or take. As for other announcements around the network, we don't have anything going on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is a big Origins meeting for us. So we're going to be getting together to talk about the mega event, talk about our runner GMs, all that good fun stuff. That won't be broadcast anywhere, but just know that Origins is going to be awesome at USP. We have a lot of fun things cooking for you all who are planning to attend. Next Tuesday, we'll be back with Something in the Dark, our ongoing sort of urban horror superhero game in which I get to play a reformed genocidal maniac. Actually, 2 reformed genocidal maniacs. Weird how that happened.
Sometimes Marcus Moon, too.
Yeah, sometimes Marcus Moon, too. And next Wednesday, we'll be back here again for Freedom Made Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage. I want to give everybody else a chance to say goodbye, plug anything they want to plug, and we'll get out of here, starting with Kat is on my side over there.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Blast as always. Hopefully next week the dice sort of let Centuria do literally anything. That would be nice, but it's fine. So yeah, I will pass it to Jonesy.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will not be joining these fine folks at Origins, unfortunately. The schedule did not allow it, but I will be attending Gen Con, and I have be running 4 events, which have been submitted, but not turned on to not activated yet. So they're there in the limbo land of Gen Con. So when I have them, I will definitely post them. But I'll be running Fantasy Age and Cthulhu Awakens. So I'm super excited. So with that, I'll kick it over to Kevin.
Oh, thanks for joining us tonight. I am conventionless this summer, so I won't see you anywhere. But I'll be back here next week, so show up and see how we deal with the craziness of Barovia and its corner of the multiverse as we're bebopping through. And I will kick it down to the Golden Girls version of me.
Thanks, other me.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So if something happens, you got to ask yourself, after playing a game like this, there's only one logical thing you could do. Let's go over to Norse Foundry and go to USP Norse, buy yourself some real dice, because the electronic ones are messing with our head. So, yeah, save some money, get some cool dice, and then show us the ones you bought, because that's the best thing to do. Other fun things, I am so looking forward to next week, because I feel like we're going to find a stone golem who might secrete milk. Who knows?
Oh,
Why secrete?
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Right. How
No.
else are you going to get milk from a stone? Right. That's what I'm
It
looking
just
forward
has like
to.
a spigot in it. You can just.
It's a nozzle.
Oh, wow.
That's not any better.
It's
It
a
could be a
bulkhead.
barrel golem. It's like you just got two little spigots on the front. And, yeah. If you're not looking forward to this, you're not human. So,
2 taps, 1 for each nipple.
right. Leaded and unleaded milk. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh, that one got me.
is there going to be therapists at Origins? I really feel like some people should be laying down on the couch somewhere.
I've been awake too long for this. Just say leaded and unleaded milk.
Oh, it's funny you're laughing at Alex on my own joke. Yeah, so do that. Don't play as Speedster, though. It's not nearly as much fun as what else we got coming. Yeah, go Calvin, go.
Okay, well, I don't know how to follow that, but
Seriously.
this was a very fun game. There were quite a lot of 1s and 20s on those die, so hopefully Roll20 is I mean, well, no, we'll see how it is by next week. In addition, I wanted to mention the Win with Dice channel over on the YouTubes, where we have gaming streams and tabletop podcasts, and Titanfall 2 is coming up on the channel pretty soon, so that's going to be real fun. Finally playing a mech game, the thing that people have been asking for a very long time. And with that, I'll pass it to Andy.
Everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, we have Origins in 2 weeks, which will affect our ability to stream, at least during that week. But, you know, we will be back next week for more shenanigans with Roll20. Alex?
Don't drink leaded milk.
Yeah.
Have a good night.